Today, as aid began to flow into Haiti from around the world, help also came from right next door, from the Dominican Republic. Haiti and the Dominican Republic are two countries that share the island of Hispaniola. There's not much else they share, not language, not ethnicity, and their mutual history has often been antagonistic. But not right now. The two countries appear to have put any differences aside in the face of Haiti's great need. Today, the Dominican Republic's president became the first head of state to travel into Haiti, leading a delegation of military and rescue personnel. He confirmed for reporters for the first time that 7,000 quake victims had been buried. He also announced that his country is helping restore power and is providing hundreds of troops, food aid and water for the relief effort in Haiti. The president also said that the Dominican Republic is not even tabulating the costs of its actions at this point. The Dominican government also confirmed for us tonight that some 2,000 Haitians have been allowed across the border into the Dominican Republic already for medical treatment, although the country says it is not opening its border as of now to Haitians who do not have immediate medical needs. Joining us now is Michelle Wooker. She is the director of the World Policy Institute. She's written extensively about Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Michelle, thanks very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
First, let me give you the chance to correct anything I just said that was wrong. I probably got something wrong.
You even pronounced my name right. But
okay.
I should say the name of the book is Why the Cocks Fight, Dominicans, Haitians, and the Struggle for Hispaniola, which really goes into this very, very long history going back to the Dominican Republic of ups and some pretty dramatic downs between the two countries.
Well, in terms of just the national history of the two countries, we think of the French as having set up the colony on the western side of the island and the Spanish having done so on the eastern side of the island, and lots of fighting therein. But are they two countries that we should really think of as both not only distinct but antagonistic?
Antagonistic's not quite the right word. They've got a lot of things that they share. They've both been occupied by the United States. They've both got a long history with dictatorship. They've both got a long history of being used as sort of proxies between France and Spain. Dominicans will tell you that they celebrate their independence from Haiti in 1844 after a brutal and corrupt occupation. They won't always tell you that Haiti helped to get their independence from Spain. Haitians will tell you that in 1937 there was a horrendous ethnic cleansing massacre on the border of Haitians by the Dominican dictator. Of course, the Dominican dictator Trujillo also did terrible, terrible things to Dominicans as well. So there's a lot of shared tragedy between the two countries.
This is a crisis that is confined not only to Haiti right now, but to Haiti's capital city. What special role is the Dominican Republic going to have in the effort to save the people of Port-au-Prince?
Well, I think logistically it's going to be incredibly important getting some of the supplies through the Dominican Republic into Haiti, getting many people through the Dominican Republic into Haiti. And I should mention, most people don't realize this, but actually the quake was felt in the Dominican Republic. It was more of a thing that caused a lot of motion sickness, but earthquakes are very common in both places. But the Dominican Republic is going to be actually very, very crucial in getting food into Haiti, in ongoing medical care, as you mentioned, with the Haitians who've come to the Dominican Republic for medical care. There's going to be a lot of ongoing cooperation. Engineers, Dominicans are going to have to be involved in some of the rebuilding as well. So they're absolutely crucial to support for Haiti.
What about the issue of refugees? Obviously, right now, when the president today was asked by NBC, the president of the Dominican Republic was asked about whether he was worried about a large tide of Haitian refugees coming to the Dominican Republic. He's essentially said, listen, the earthquake was in Port-au-Prince, and it's a really long walk. It's really far. There's a geographical problem there. That's not always going to be true. If people are going to want to leave Haiti, that's going to be the easiest place for them to get to, or at least the first place they will think of. What's the background, and how concerned will the Dominican Republic be about that issue? How will they handle it?
Well, I think it was really striking that he expressed that he wasn't quite so concerned about that, because in the past, whenever there have been political problems in Haiti, coups, instability, whenever there have been other natural disasters, there's been a lot of concern about that in the Dominican Republic. But I think it's something we should think about in the United States, that we shouldn't count on the Dominican Republic to necessarily take up the slack. There are a lot of Haitians in the United States who need some sort of legal status. A temporary protected status is something that's often been offered to countries, particularly in Central America, who've had natural disasters. And I think it's something that would be very appropriate to offer to Haitians right now, not just to help them help Haitians back in Haiti, but also to ease some of the potential pressure on the Dominican Republic.
The United States government may be taking an initial step in that direction already by stopping deportations of people, of Haitians, back to that country right now, even people for whom those proceedings had already started. Michelle Wooker, director of the World Policy Institute, remind us again the name of your book about the Dominican Republic and Haiti.
Why the Cocks Fight, Dominicans, Haitians, and the Struggle for Hispaniola.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you.